And we are live, everybody. Hello and good evening from Cambodia, and good morning to Sis Rod from USA, Chicago.
Mhm.
Thank you so much, Sis Rod, for accepting my invite to be my special guest today. And for those of you who are watching live right now or will be watching the replay, thank you so much for tuning in with us. And if you are watching, please let us know where you are from so we can know how global we really are. And, actually, before we started this live, I was a bit confused with the timing. I saw that it would be tomorrow, my time, but
It's okay.
surprise. Yeah. Yeah, Sis Rod was like, okay, then shall we go online? I was like, oh my God, I messed up. But anyway, we are here now, thanks God.
Yes, don't feel that. Don't feel bad
Oh,
because I thought it was yesterday and I went into a panic myself. So it's all right. It's all right. So
yeah, thank you.
uh
And for those of you who are, watching, and maybe those of you that do not know me, my name is Elena. I am from Phnom Penh, Cambodia, live right now from my mom. I live with my mom currently. I just sold my house, and because I have a plan to migrate to the U.S. And that's why, I'm glad that I make friends with our global business partner from all around the world, especially from the US. And I hope that when I get to be there, I could get to meet with Cis Rod and also other business partners as well.
mhm.
Because we are all real people. And yeah, and a little bit about myself. I am a wife. I am a mom to a beautiful 1 year old daughter. Right now, she's 14 months old, and I'm
Oh,
also working
beautiful.
full time as an HR profession. And today it's not about me, it's about Sis Rod. She will be
Mhm.
sharing with us about her journey in this digital business. So thank you, Sis Rod. Could you just, let us know a little bit about yourself, please?
Well, hello everybody. Thank you for inviting me here, Elena. Thank you so much. I
You're
appreciate it.
welcome, Mom.
I know we get a little confused about our timing and stuff like that. I'm still never get used to it, so don't worry about it. Don't feel bad. Just laugh
Mhm.
it off and just enjoy the journey as we all
Mhm.
go through it.
Yeah.
Well, hello everybody. My name is Rath. I am originally came from Cambodia myself, and but I got to the state at a very young age. So speaking Khmer, I'm not very fluent like that. I don't really know how to read Khmer. I don't know how to write Khmer. I can speak maybe some dirty part too, but I basically can speak, just in general, basic
Mhm.
Khmer, that I can do it. But I have been working with the post office for the past 23 years, and I
Wow.
do have kids also. I have three grown boys. I mean, I still call boys, they're still my boys, little one, no matter how big they grow, they are still my little boys. Yes. So, but they all lived away from me. And
Mhm.
the why I joined the online business, I never thought about doing the business. I never crossed my mind because I am not a tech savvy.
Mhm.
I don't know anything about social media. I only watch YouTube for music. That's it.
Mhm.
For my
Mhm.
music, when I do
Mhm.
my workout, when I do my jogging, that's all that I get in there. And the rest of it, I don't know nothing.
Mhm.
Facebook, I really don't know anything about Facebook myself. Um, but, and I don't have, back then I am very kind of quiet to myself. So this kind of opened up the door for me to be more friendly or more sociable to uh, many people to get to know. And I enjoy that. I enjoy getting to know new people now. I have a
Mhm.
good time during this journey. But my main goal, why I look into or why I'm in this online business is, I wanted earning extra income. As simple as that. I
Mhm.
wanted to earn an extra income because back then I was working so much hour. I was working 10, 12 hours a day,
Oh wow.
6, 7 days a week, and there were time that I was working two jobs as well. So I was working a lot of hours, and I barely have time for my children. They basically growing up alone, or growing up
Oh my
within
God.
their siblings. So I
Mm,
understand, people that work tirelessly and doesn't have time for their kids, and they jump into this online business because they want to sacrifice, you know, um, they want to build more time with their children. They don't want to
mm,
just spend on time on working. And I totally understand because I've lost those moments. So, but this is all for me right now is that I want to earn extra income for my golden years. I want to be
mm,
hoping to retire sooner than later instead of working another 15, 20 more years. So I, I wanted some way out, of it, and I stumbled on this online business, and I thought it was perfect because I don't have the tax, I don't have the any experience for being here. I got my mentor, I got my coach, I got the whole community at my fingertips, and you will not believe it, they are so helpful, they're so friendly, they so patient with me, which is amazing. I love working with them, and they are always make sure that I am on top of things, and they just like keep me posted, keep me in tune with them, so it's amazing
mm,
to be
mm.
here. So yeah, I think I speak too much.
No, well, it's really good that you found this business, and I'm glad that it worked out for you, sis. And the moment when you said that you're not tech savvy, I am not tech savvy myself, and because earlier, I mean, you you were more tech savvy than myself because you taught me how to do cross posts and all of that before we just went live. So I
It's
I
okay.
can totally relate that, and
Mhm.
I think I'm also proud of you that you finally know more about this stuff. The technology, how to leverage from it. And this is, I think, it one of the result and the benefit that you got and you learned from this business as
Mhm.
well. So, can you tell us a little bit more about your job? Because right now you're still working, right? Sis, how do you
Mhm.
juggle between doing this business at the same time doing your job?
Well, I work a little bit more. Work a little bit less hour than I used to, and I
Mm,
don't have to do two job like I used to. So right now I'm just working my one job, but I do
mm,
work a little bit more hour so that I use to do what I need to do with my online business, invest in my business, which but I work overnight,
mm,
so I work overnight, and I basically kind of utilize whatever time that I have. And of course, my hobbies, I love working out, I love exercise, I love being active. So that I have to squeeze my online business in between or whatever I have a moment. It's all about you making time. If you want it
mm,
bad enough, you can able to squeeze in here there. You might able to squeeze in more than you think. You might say, oh, I don't have time. I've heard a lot, I don't have time, I'm this, I'm that. The list can go on and on. I can put a list for you and it just keep going, I'm telling you.
mm,
But
mm,
it's all about if you want it bad enough, if you desire, if you want to change your circumstance, your situation right now, or you're looking to work on your future. How bad do you want? How much do you want? It's all within your why. If you want it so much, if your why is strong enough, I'm trust me, you can detour it around your
mm,
tight schedule. You know,
mm,
just being sitting and watching, just seeing, say, and piling up your excuse, you're not going nowhere. You're
mm,
gonna be there where you at. You're not gonna see any progress. That's all I can say. It's
mm,
I if I have to cut down my gym, I cut down. I'll make time. I'll take my gym some other time. My gym can go whenever that I have time. So
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't matter. Um, but I have to make prioritize certain things that you have. Like I have to cook a meal for myself and my fiance. So yes, that gotta do it. So, but I still have to go to work. I find time at work when I'm having my break, when I have my lunch, when I have some
Mm-hmm.
downtime at work. I utilize those time to do some of my regular posting, some of my regular business activities during those times. So it's all about you balancing it. It's all about you navigate through your schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I can say. I mean, I can go on make excuse, you know. There's a lot of excuse I can make too. It's not that I'm not lazy. There's time that I'm being lazy, but I gotta push myself because if I don't do anything, if I don't, you know, if I just sit there and just on my YouTube watch the video, watch the show, watch this, I'm never able to get my work done. So it's all about
Mm-hmm.
you put your mind. It's all about the mindset, putting yourself together. How
Mm-hmm.
much do you want? How bad do you want? What is your why? Is your why strong enough to push you through it? You know, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you have to push yourself. Your why might not seem strong enough at the start, but when you get yourself in there, you know, you want to move forward. You don't want to move backward. You don't want to be just, you know, sitting it for it to happen. Nothing is going
Mm-hmm.
to happen if you're not going to do anything. If you don't change, nothing would change, you know.
You are so inspiring, just listening to you, I feel so pumped, full of
Me too.
energy. And so sis, like in average, if you in how many hours you spend on the business then, like in average a day, per day?
You know, all I can say, everybody's different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're tech savvy. You know exactly. You're on. You know, if you already have things in mind, some people might take a few hours. Some people might
Mm-hmm.
take depend on. If you're not really tech savvy, you know, it's okay if you put a little extra time. You are investing in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Mm-hmm.
definitely investing in yourself. You're not investing for anybody. You know, you're investing for yourself, and you're not just doing it for yourself, but then you also help your business partner along with it too. Because whatever you
Mm-hmm.
do for yourself, you also
Mm-hmm.
are helping your business partner along. You're also helping somebody that are underneath that are below. Hi there. Yes. And you know, you pretty much, yeah, he's peeking and see what I'm doing. Am I talking all
Yeah.
to myself? So basically, everybody are doing a little different. How you
Mm-hmm.
want to time yourself, because if you're tight schedule, you have your children and stuff like that, you maneuver your time according to your children, according to your
Mm-hmm.
busy life, your busy schedule. You
Mm-hmm.
might do an hour here, an hour there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If you can able to push your certain of your, you know, your errand to a certain time while you're doing your work. You want to finish it. You want to put in 2 hours first. You want to do. It's all on you. So as for me,
Mm-hmm.
I like to do a few hours. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I think my few hour is good. 2 to 3 hours good. But you
Mm-hmm.
know what? Later in the day, nighttime, while I'm at work, I have extra time. Guess what? I am not going to just watch YouTube for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
just going to watch TikTok for nothing. I'm not just going to get on my laptop for nothing or my phone for nothing. I get to my business. I have
Mm-hmm.
my free time. I'm going to utilize it. I'm going to make it because in the daytime when I come back, I might run busy. I might do this, do that, meeting my sister,
Mm-hmm.
my brothers. So I utilize and I make my time. If I have some space, yes, I will put whatever I can. And trust me, before I start this, um, I don't know much about TikTok nor Ria or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend set it up for me right before I start the business. So you know what? I was kind of like hooked on Ria. I'd be watching like hour and hour. What a waste, you know? Now you
Yeah.
wouldn't see me on Ria for it, or you wouldn't see me on TikTok, or you wouldn't see me on YouTube watching some video. No,
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
only time now, this is what I do when I have when I don't touch the business. Really, when I don't really touch the business is when I'm working out, and that's it.
Mm.
Now, don't get me
Wow.
wrong. hmm when I got message from like for buyers. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna stop my workout because I'm too excited. I'm too
Of
pumped.
course.
Or when I got message from my business partner, or
Mm-hmm.
anybody that seeking for any advice, seeking for any help, any assistance, any question, I'm right there. I can pause my
Mm-hmm.
workout and help anybody that in need of help.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. You just have to maneuver. It's all up
Mm-hmm.
to you. Everything is within you. You
Mm-hmm.
choose to do, you don't want to do. It's all you. How you schedule it, how you want to work it, it's all on you.
You are absolutely right. And to me, I also spend around 2 to 3 hours in average in a day.
Hmm.
And, sometimes some people tend to like compare, themselves to other people, but to me, I'm a mother. I have a very active toddler. So of
Hmm.
course my journey would be different from other
Oh
people who
yes,
are in the
yes.
business. So,
Hmm.
but it's all about individual journey as long as you make it work around your personal schedule and your work schedule. you
Hmm.
know like you said, you are your own boss, so you can do anything with your business, choose your own
Hmm.
schedule. And that
Hmm.
is the beauty of our online business. And I'm also
Yes.
really really how to say grateful as well that I also found this opportunity. And you know what, sis? I also love that you got to gain back your time to do your workout at the
Yes.
gym. And you are so inspiring. Like whenever I see you at the gym, I was like, oh my God, what am I doing right now? I'm not doing any exercise. So
N-
yeah.
Oh, well, see, this is what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Please, please. I mean, do not compare uh,
Mm-hmm.
yourself to anybody, whether me or anybody. You
Mm-hmm.
don't know my background. You don't know where I came from.
Exactly.
You don't know my schedule. You don't, everybody's are different
Mm-hmm.
because you see me working out, or I have routine that I go to. I skip my routine too. Don't get me
Mm-hmm.
wrong.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you don't know the facts that I've been working out for so many years.
Mm.
I been working out for over 10 plus years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it wasn't just that I just pick up and go. So I've already had that um, implanted into me for so many,
Mm-hmm. Like
many
in your
years.
DNA already.
Yes, it's already in my DNA. So it's not like I just woke up and do it. So uh,
Uh-huh.
I can't skip that. I can't basically stop, It's something that I enjoy. That is my outlet. That is somewhere where I
Mm-hmm.
can reboot myself. Now, when I
Mm-hmm.
go to the gym, I am more happier. I am more cheerful. I feel like I'm a lot younger. But when
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
not, I feel
And I
more
think it
sluggish.
also makes you younger as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Exercise. Yeah.
exercise too, definitely. So,
To me,
yeah, so
I'm a Zumba lover. I'm a Zumba lover. I love
Zumba.
Zumba. I like to dance.
Oh,
Like before I got pregnant,
no,
I
not me.
yeah, I love to dance. So, but I'm not a
Uh,
kind of gym kind of person. I cannot, do lifting and all of that. But whenever I hear music, I just want to dance.
well, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You find some, yeah, and like I said, going to the gym is what keeps me focused. It's my
Mm-hmm.
outlet. It keeps me focused. It's keeping me going. So that's one thing that I do when all the time. So you don't compare yourself. Oh, this and that. It's you make the best out of it, and if you see your interest, you can find a way, an alternative way,
Mm-hmm.
instead of pumping metal,
Mm-hmm.
lifting weights and all stuff. There's a lot of exercise that you can do, even if you have to take a walk, even if you,
Mm-hmm.
and when you do going for a walk, you can do a little jogging and start yourself slowly. Yes, that's how I
Exactly.
start. I was not,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I don't jog before. I don't run. I don't do any of it. I can't do it even for one block. I'll be out of breath. My tongue will be dropping and I'll be like drained and my knee will be on the floor. So no, I did not start off like I know how
Mm-hmm.
to run like that. I start off slowly. I start off
Mm-hmm.
watching people jog when I was taking my kids to Taekwondo when they were a lot little. And I
Mm-hmm.
see people running on the track up on the top, because you can see them up and down where on the
Mm-hmm.
gym floor. And I was impressed. I was like, oh, you know what? maybe I can do that too. I think this
Mm-hmm.
is awesome. I can jog there and watch my kid practice
Mm-hmm.
taekwondo on the bottom floor. So that's
Mm-hmm.
how I started, and I started jogging slowly, like
Mm-hmm.
and then eventually I build myself into jogging, running, and then working out and weights and everything comes after it. So it's a baby step.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing as
Mm-hmm.
we on this online business. When
Exactly.
we think it is so hard, we think we can't do it, but you get yourself in there and you take that little baby step, one thing at a time. Before you notice,
Mm-hmm.
it rolls just like a snowball rolling down, and it pile up.
Mm-hmm.
There
Mm-hmm.
you go.
Beautiful. That's how you describe our business
Uh-huh.
on spot.
Thank you, thank you. I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning every time.
Yes. I think same as what you mentioned is like it's not about oh, I see you do this gym, then I have to do the gym also, but it also like it comes down to things that you feel comfortable
Mhm,
and love doing. And I think it's also the beauty of this business. All of us start this business because we also have similar goal. I mean, to
mhm,
live the life that we love, to live
mhm,
the life that we desire, so we
mhm,
can get back our time and do the things we love. For example, like you
mhm,
like to do gym, I like to do Zumba, so I can
mhm,
get back to my hobby without compromising my time, like with my work and stuff like that. Just one
mhm.
example.
Yes.
So, what would be your advice to, people who are sitting on the sideline that they are still skeptical about our
Oh,
business? Yeah.
people that are just sitting and watch.
Exactly. That they
Well,
don't take any action.
all I can truly say now, if you're sitting, this is someone that are just pretty much sitting on a um, sideline, sitting on the fence. So if you're sitting on the fence and just watching from the sideline, my advice is, to take action
Mm-hmm.
and jump in. It's easier to just um, get stuck in a paralyzed, you know, analysis, some kind of paralyzed in that, you know, can't do nothing, or
Mm-hmm.
basically just fear of the unknown, and so you won't be able to see any result or
Mm-hmm.
any progress if you don't take your first step. So start small and take it one day at a time. But
Mm-hmm.
don't let the fear of failure, hold you back, and don't let it just consume you. So,
Mm-hmm.
but don't just mm, you know, don't let the fear hold you back, from
Mm-hmm.
pursuing your goals, your dreams. Now remember that even that little small step, can, that you take action, a small action can lead you to big result.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's better, that you try and fail and never to try at all. So
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and take that first step. You might be surprised what you can achieve. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a matter of fact of you taking that first step. You know, Sometimes we think
Mm-hmm.
we never can do it, but before you notice that baby step, you one day look back and you're like, wow, I came from a long way.
Yeah. Look how
There,
far I have come. How far you have come.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Amazing. Yeah.
Mhm,
I just want to add also, sis, for my story, I think one thing that I regretted is that I, I should have started earlier because my job was too busy. So I
mhm,
kind of, I'll get back to it later. I get back to it later. And I waited until I got back down at work. One day I cried at work. Like I was so
mhm,
extremely down. And, so I think do not wait until you are less busy to take action. The time is
mhm,
now. because I don't want, people to be in the same of my situation, that waited
Definitely.
until their life is like completely miserable. So please do not follow my path. And one thing that I really want to shout out, based on my own experience. So once you get started, you know, a new world of possibility. The sky is the limit, and you are the one
Definitely.
that you know in charge in your own universe. So I think that's what I want to say. And if you have anything to add, sis.
Well, I thank you so much for being here. And I know that when I first started here, it was just only wanting to earn to extra income,
Mm,
wanted to retire sooner. But, as I came into the business, it's opened up my eyes, to see how
mm,
amazing our online business people, our partners, we become friends, we become families, we help each other to achieve. And, that's what inspired me. And not just only to create the income, I now, makes me inspired me to want to help more people, other
mm-hmm,
people
mm-hmm,
to get out their situation and, to reach their dreams as well,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's more like I want to help others than it's all just
Mm,
about oh, me, 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 me,
mm,
me, So it taught me a lot in this business, to have gratitude, to be thankful, and to learn how to help others, So
mm,
this is an eye opener, So
mm.
I just want to kind of share that.
You are so beautiful inside out.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sis. I'm really glad that we have this chat,
Mhm.
and hopefully we have more of this chat more in the future.
Thank
And
you. I will.
yeah, thank you to everyone who have been watching until the end, and for those who are watching the replay. We hope that you have a great weekend, and for those who are sitting on the sideline, just give it a try and connect with Sis Rod or myself. If you would like to take the next step,
Yeah.
the first step,
Well,
baby step.
to all my audience and to
Mm-hmm.
all the Khmer people បងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាបើសិនhow you call resonate ខ្មែរបើសិនបងប្អូន
Driver.
មានស្តៀងណាមានការ
Mm.
ដែលថាស្តៀងខាងខ្ញុំឬខាងអអូនអ៊ីឡេណាអឺចង់រកsomething ដែលថាធ្វើនៅចង្ហៀង on the side មិនចឹង on ចង្ហៀងអឺ
ការងារក្រៅអាចនិ
ការងារ
យាយបាន
បាទ
ថាអាជីវកម្មក្រៅម៉ោងបង
អាជីវកម្មខាងក្រៅអូខេ
ចា
អឺបងប្អូនអាចតាក់ទងអូនអ៊ីឡេណា because នាងនិយាយខ្មែររ៉លហើយចេះច្រើនហើយចេះបកប្រែចេះនិយាយអង់គ្លេសទៀត so បងប្អូនត្រូវការទៅតាក់ទងអូនអ៊ីឡេណាអូនអ្នកអាចចូល website អូនអ៊ីឡេណាគាត់នឹងអាចជួយអូនsee it's like ខ្ញុំនិយាយខ្មែរយ៉ាត់ចេញណា
អូ
so បង
beautiful I
ប្អូន
love your ខ្មែរ
ខ្មែរដាច់ហ្នឹងប៉ែប៉សូមបងប្អូនតាក់ទងអូនអេឡេណា because នាងចេះខ្មែរច្រើនហើយចេះនិយាយរលហើយចេះអង់គ្លេសទៀត so ខ្ញុំមិនអាច compare ពីរឿងខ្មែរទៅនាងទេ
Oh,
ខ្ញុំ
please do
ត្រូវការ
not
រៀន
compare បង
yeah no but I'm happy that I can able to understand ខ្ញុំkind of សប្បាយចិត្តដែលថាខ្ញុំអាចនិយាយខ្មែរបានខ្លះខ្ញុំ
ចា
អាចនិយាយហើយស្ដាប់ខ្មែរខ្ញុំស្ដាប់បានប៉ុន្តែ
ចា
បើសិននិយាយជ្រៅពេកដូចខាងរៀនសូត្រនោះ because ខ្ញុំអត់បានរៀនខ្មែរនិយាយខ្មែរជ្រៅខ្ញុំអត់ចេះទេបើនិយាយធម្មតាដូចយើងគ្រួសារបងប្អូនខ្ញុំនិយាយបានតែនិយាយឲ្យthe ក្នុងនេះដូច try to be professional ខ្មែរខ្ញុំ scratch my head ហើយ
បងនិយាយខ្មែរព្រោះតាបងតាមពិតខ្ញុំខ្មែរក៏មិនសូវជាប្រកែប្រហែលដែរពេលខ្លះខ្ញុំនិយាយខ្មែរឬអង់គ្លេសដែរហ្នឹងហ្មងដោយសារតែគ្រួសារខ្ញុំអាកែងដល់ពេលអញ្ចឹងទៅពាក្យច្រើនខ្ញុំនិយាយអង់គ្លេសហើយបើឲ្យខ្ញុំធ្វើ MC ឲ្យខ្ញុំធ្វើ MC និយាយខ្មែរខ្ញុំក៏អេះក្បាលដែរខ្ញុំអត់សូវប្រកែនិយាយ MC និយាយខ្មែរ
Yeah
តែ
ខ្ញុំ
និយាយធម្មតា it's okay
ខ្ញុំនិយាយខ្មែរធម្មតាបានអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំថាងបើសិនបងប្អូនត្រូវការឲ្យត្រូវការជួយឲ្យអូនអ៊ីឡេន នាងអាចបកប្រែហើយអាចបញ្យល់ច្រើនគ្រប់បែបគ្រប់យ៉ាង so អ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាអាចតាក់ទងអូន Elaine because នាងនិយាយអង់គ្លេសល្អណាស់ហើយនិយាយខ្មែរក៏ល្អដែរខ្ញុំត្រូវការរៀនខ្មែរពីនាងណានាងអាចត្រូវជួយខ្ញុំ Elaine
បានបងបាន
so អូខេបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាខ្ញុំអរគុណដែលបានមកជួបជុំនៅកន្លែង show អូន Elaine ណានេះ so
អរគុណច្រើនមែនតើ sis ចាហើយសប្បាយចិត្តដែរដែលបងរត់បាន you know បិទគូតនិយាយខ្មែរ because we are Khmer right បង and I believe that បងប្អូនខ្មែរយើងខ្លះក៏គាត់បានមើលដែរ so ហ្នឹងហើយខែងដូថានៅស្រុកខ្មែរមកពេលអីពិបាកតាក់ទងទៅបងរត់ you know can also connect with me ប៉ុន្តែ the door is always open ខ្ញុំក៏បានមករត់ក៏បាន we are all here ដើម្បីជួយបងប្អូនដែលគាត់គិតថាគាត់ត្រូវការដំណោះស្រាយឬគាត់ចង់កែប្រែស្ថានភាពរបស់គាត់រាល់ថ្ងៃអញ្ចឹងណា so we are here to help always. All right, thank you so much again, sis. Such a great chat. Bye bye. We'll see you again soon, sis. Have a great weekend. Take care.
You too. Take care.
Love you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.